Without further ado, in the top right corner of Texas, it is from Bestest Friends, Capricis. Capricis, who actually founded the clan Bestest Friends, and he's a fairly good Terran player. His opponent now will be KSW. He is a Korean, now Starbow player. He's played a lot of Brood War. He mentioned to me that he made it to B+ on Icy Cup, and I think I believe him, judging from the skill that I've seen from this guy. He's also probably played some StarCraft 2, and now he's playing Starbow. He was actually a little bit uncertain about his own race. Oh, why doesn't that work? There we go. He was a little bit uncertain about his own race before this tournament because he signed up as a Zerg and he kind of wanted to switch to Protoss. He felt that Zerg wasn't as good as he wanted it to be in Starbow, actually. I know a lot of people are feeling the opposite, though, that Zerg is actually too good. So that's very, very different because people come from different backgrounds there. So, anyhow, KSW is going to scout really early. He's going to go for completely standard play. It seems both players are nothing super cheesy, nothing super extraordinary, and things are also a little bit laggy. Let me just check if I'm dropping any frames. No frames dropped. I think there's been some spikes in the game, though. Let's have a look at that. Yes, it has been. Oh, okay, only one, and the FPS is pretty high, so I'll just leave it at that. Oh, that's another one, isn't it? No. Okay, whatever. I don't know what's going on. It looks weird, but as long as it's working. So KSW are going to scout, and he's going to see absolutely nothing. Capri is actually going to go for a super early command center, and yes, he should go for a high ground one because his opponent saw it, so he could choose to punish it. Now, we saw Beast Acuity do the same thing versus Dirtybag, but he actually put it on low ground, and Dirtybag just made 2 Zealots and killed him. And KSW is going to do the same. He sees super early... actually... Ooh, I like this Capri. I think by purpose, actually, let him make sure he saw nothing, so he thinks it's cheese. And now he's going to put up 2 gateways and go mass Zealots to deflect like a proxy T-Rex or something. You can see KSW, he hasn't really... No, he's going to scout out once again. But what I kind of don't understand is why KSW just left with his probe there, because there was nothing to kill it. He could have just stayed around and to make sure if it was going to be a fast expansion or if it was indeed cheese. And he's just assuming cheese, it seems. Yeah, this is just assuming cheese, but these 2 Zealots could actually try to hold this, or deny this natural for quite some time now. So he's going to see that there is no cheese. There is no cheese. There is no spoon. And Capri is actually going to start with a nice little upper hand here from this game, I feel. So a couple of Zealots are going to move out. I'm going to have a couple of more. He should not make any more Zealots after this. He should get either a Nexus ASAP or a Cybercore, because he sees this early expansion. Ooh, and he lets the probe come in, but is that a false imitation? Oh, that trap from Capri! Wow, that was impressive. Pimpus play so far. Supply depots going up and down is definitely a nice addition from StarCraft 2, I feel. Okay, got all this little play, but here comes all the Zealots. There's actually 4 of them now. The 2 first kind of was sent out too late. I feel like there's no way you can have made these 2 so fast after these, so I don't know, that's kind of odd. But these Zealots can't really hurt the front of Capri. He can force him to repair a little bit, because his Marines will hold him off, but he can deny this expansion for a long time. Capri, I think basically is going to need a lot of Vultures to kill these Zealots. At least like 2 or 3 Vultures and micro them really well and kill them off that way. He's actually going to try and move up the ramp here. There's going to be repairing SCVs. There's going to be Marines here. But this is going to go down fast. Look at that. He's going to need to pull some SCVs. And if this was Brood War, they would have gone down faster because they would have been bigger and have more surface area. And I like the micro from KSW there. And he's just forcing some workers off. But he really should pull back now before he starts actually losing Zealots. You don't want to do that. You can lose shields, but you shouldn't lose the Zealot itself. This one is unharmed, by the way. That one Zealot graciously went away. But yeah, this is holding Capri's expansion back quite... I was gonna say back quite behind. What am I saying? It's holding his expansion back a lot. And KSW, though, in the meantime, is trying to expand himself. But this one SCV is making it hard for him. Man, KSW is going hardcore. Look at army supply differentials there. And he's actually adding another pylon? I thought he was gonna save up for an expansion. That's really weird, to be honest. He shouldn't really fear Vultures at this point too much. Like, well, of course, Vultures could come up. They was gonna start kiting these Zealots, not start gunning for killing workers, I feel. But maybe. I might be wrong. My back hurts so bad. So we're gonna have, okay, he's actually gonna go for siege mode and siege tanks to chase off these units. Ooh, it's gotta be careful. Don't want to move too close to that ledge. Well, he could. I don't. Okay, this is overextending like crazy, KSW. You need to pull back. There we go. So Capricis is finding himself in a nice economic position actually, because he is going to expand fairly similar. Actually, it's going to probably expand before his opponent here. He needs to be really careful with these siege tanks though. This is actually quite a big army coming up from KSW here, and he's not even going to use siege mode. He's just going to kite with tanks. This is kind of odd, but he lost one tank. He might lose another one if he's not careful. He needs to repair. Capri is losing a lot here. Why didn't he just siege up on the high ground and just turtle down? That was really a weird choice, in my opinion. But here comes another siege tank. He'll probably break this eventually, but I think he could have done a lot more cheaply when he gets one Dragoon. And SCVs are actually quite a good counter to Dragoons. That's not a joke. It's actually true. But he's going to lose another siege tank if he's not careful. Oh, no, he's going to repair it. He'll be fine. The siege tank can now take an infinite amount of shots from 2 Dragoons. And but this orbital command is still not landed, and this Nexus is getting close to completion, and KSW is putting on the pressure. He's killed so many Marines, he's killed so many siege tanks. He's got to be so careful. He still has one up in the main base. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, he's gonna have to pull this one out here, and he's gonna pull this one out inside the main base somewhere. But here comes the siege tank to greet the Dragoon, and yeah, that's it. So I don't know who's ahead now. I think I would say KSW, at least in armor supply, is way ahead. In workers, he's a little bit behind, and his Nexus is gonna get a little bit later, but not any huge significant, I think. And behind this, KSW should do one thing though. And oh, gets another siege tank. He needs to be so careful. I mean, Capri. Oh, gets another one. Wow, he's got nothing. He has. What does he have? He has. What does it say? 2 army supply when he has 25 SCVs, and that's it. Oh, it's okay. It's queued up. He has nothing. He's only have SCVs. This might be it. KSW might just take this game right now. And he needs to use his siege mode. He did research it, didn't he? Yes, he did. He hasn't used it once. And he's gonna have to land this, but it's gonna be too late, I think. Oh, he's gonna block the ramp with the SCV so he can land the buildings and siege up the siege tanks. This is gonna be his one saving grace. And he can do it. He's gonna get it done. He's even gonna save the SCV. No, the Dragoon stops it, and now they can get on top of the siege tank. Why did he try to save those SCVs? And GG is called.